Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another banger. Today on NFP, we actually had NFP report today, Friday, uh, the 6th of October, October the 6th. And I'll show you what happened today. Everything I shared today, I share it to both groups. I do have a Telegram group. For my VIP group and also for my free Telegram followers. And I posted today, since this morning, I just want to show you right here that I was calling out this trade pretty much from very early. And this was actually on S&P. And if you can see on the left side right here, I was actually with the VIP as well, just trying to catch the buy on Nasdaq. Both were doing almost the same move, and they did it. Like it was a beautiful move. But I'm going to tell you the truth, what happened, the behind the scenes. And I just want to say it, I hate to say it, but um, I decided to close this trade. And as soon as I close it, that thing skyrocketed, right? And as you can see, of course, it smashed the TP. So yeah, I know my patience did not. It played me out bad today. So it is what it is. It happens. I am a human. I don't have much patience. I have to admit that. So let me go ahead and show you what I was seeing and what was happening because, as I mentioned, Nasdaq and S&P did almost the same move, and the move came after the news. Okay, so as we can see, if I go just right here, we actually had the NFP at 8:30 today. So I was sending a few pictures right here. This was on the free group. This is the actual free group. So I was waiting. I said I was waiting for the NFP, guys. Just at the moment, well, um, S&P 500 recently swept low. We have this most recent low right here from London session. So I kind of want to see. Just waiting for NFP to see what it's going to do. And all of a sudden, we see this strong move, right? Strong move to the downside, price sweeping lows. And then this is the next picture that I sent. After that, I'm just waiting for a little bit of a structure, right? So just right there, I want to stop it right there because that's what I want to explain, right? Boom, we got this explosion. Oh, by the way, I'm just showing you the example on Nasdaq, and the picture that I'm showing right here, this is S&P. But as I mentioned, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break Nasdaq down because it literally did the same. Okay, the same move. So, and Nasdaq was the one that I actually got in. I did send the setup on S&P on the free group, but I did not jump in on S&P. I'll be over risking if I enter also on S&P. So no, I don't enter on both. For those who are wondering. So anyways, I'm on the 5 minute time frame and I'm seeing this thing price. The price is just recently now taking this low right there. We do have sell side liquidity. Now what do I do from here? I just want to see what the heck is going to happen after this drop. Is it going to continue dropping? Is it just a sweep? Is it I don't know, we could continue dropping and we do maybe reaching that weekly low right there or this low. So anything can happen. I don't know until it shows up. So I don't know. Even right here, I don't know if the price is going to reverse or it's just going to continue melting down, right? I did not see the numbers on NFP. I had no idea what the hell the numbers were on the actual report. I don't know. And I don't care because, to be honest, if you're paying attention to what the numbers are going to be right now, markets are so volatile that no matter what, if the news are good or bad, the market will go any direction. If the news are good, price can either go up or down. It doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, you're just wondering, like, what the hell just happened? Why did this push up? So I don't care. I don't want to have my head all confused and just paying attention to news. So I don't like news. All I do is just wait for the news to happen. At this point, I like is after the news, I just pay attention to see what happens. So I'm just waiting from there. I see price is starting to sort of pull back, and I'm seeing now price is creating a little right there internal entry model, a little internal structure. Price is creating this little high right there, and I'm waiting Okay, I see price sort of trying to break to the downside. We have another sweep. Price is failing now, right? We can mark it up here, another sell side liquidity. And at this point, the way it's looking, if I want to buy, right? If I want to buy, I want to wait for market structure shift. Okay, I want to wait for market structure shift. Okay, and I'm going to show you now on the VIP, because on the VIP, of course, I provide more details. So look at here. I was just sending pictures as this thing was going. So look at here. This is when I started. This is Nasdaq. This is S&P. So I'm seeing, I'm already marking up my structure. I already see what my direction could be, but I would be buying only if I see market structure shift right there. If you have the break, right, to the upside. So I'm explaining right there, and I'm waiting. I'm sending another picture. You see, we're starting to see that volume to the upside, yada yada. Price pushes up. I'm already marking up a potential breaker block. So you see, I'm sort of trying to. I was trying to anticipate right there, but it was happening. It was literally just happening. I'm waiting for price to do its thing, right? And then all of a sudden, we're starting to get some displacement now to the upside. And then right here, we have another candle trying to break. Okay, this could be more than enough for me. It would be more than enough, right? That could come definitely as a break. And I could mark up already my fair value gap right here. Okay. If you stretch it out a little bit there and here, you also have some fair value gap to the downside. So this is known as BPR right there, right? So that entire, so you do have balanced price range. At this point, you could be making the entry, placing your buy limit order right there. Okay. I was actually making my first buy. I was making already my first, I was sort of trying to anticipate. So I was going way up ahead. Sometimes I'm way too accelerated. So I was already making my first buy right there, and then just waited. I told my team I was placing a buy limit order. When I saw the price just pushing up like that, I was thinking, maybe price is not going to come back to my zone and activate my buy limit. So I'm going to remove it. I told my students on the VIP that I was going to remove my buy limit order. Um, let's see, right here. I removed my buy limit order. I tell the team. So I'm waiting for this thing to, well, probably just go ahead and just maybe smash TP already. I was already in, as I mentioned. I was already taking my buy position a little somewhere here in this area with this actual candle. So I marked up this move right here, this drop. This is known as the manipulation move. So I use my Fibonacci from the low to the high to mark up the manipulation move, so I can see where my projection is going to be right there. So I know that if price is going to be going up, I have right here this zone, is the most important one, where are normally either you close your position entirely, or what I normally do, I close maybe about 80% and then left the remaining open to hit the TP. So I was actually aiming to this high, to that buy side liquidity, and then probably eventually smashing this one, because it's very close already right there. So somewhere here was the actual TP. But this is where things started to get choppy. This is what I mean. The price is going down, it touches the zone, then pushes up, then retraces back down. I don't like that. That week right there, it was sort of messing me up. And then, I got tired. It was somewhere here in this area that I decided to close. I don't remember exactly. I think it was with this drop, big move. I had enough. I was like, I am going to be closing this thing. Forgot to actually mark up the breaker block. This breaker block. You had more confluences. Hold on. So I had the breaker block, and the actual entry. My bad. The actual entry that I was placing right here, it was actually right there. The buy limit order. that I closed. I decided to remove, but I was making my entry somewhere already here. So price is just playing around, just going choppy. I just decided stupidly to close. But why did I close? Why did I close? I normally watch the stocks. I normally watch the stocks, right? And by this time, almost all the stocks were red. Tesla, you see, actually Tesla ended up the day on the green. Like, what the heck? A little bit on the green, but hey, it was like 3% down on the day by the time price was somewhere here. So I was seeing almost all the stocks. I use this as reference. Sometimes it can help me sort of understand what the direction is going to be, but sometimes it messes me up. So I'm gonna have to make a decision soon whether I remove this shit from here. I don't want to see it, and I'm not gonna pay attention to it because today it played me out. So my patience, when I see this thing going choppy, I'm thinking, oh shit. Well, it's NFP. It's Friday. Stocks are almost all of them were red. So I'm sort of thinking, starting to think fundamentally, and instead of trusting my freaking setup, right? I should have trust. So I'm going to put this thing as a big thumbnail right here for this video because there's, again, I I was not trusting 100%. Even though this was a beautiful A plus setup, I was not trusting. So, man, decided stupidly to close. And as soon as I close, thing decided to skyrocket after that, and then boom, smashing. So, guys, I wanna let me go ahead on S&P because S&P, as I mentioned, did the same move. S&P also had the breaker block, that little fair value gap. Price nicely pulled back right there with a nice bullish little flag. My God, this was just mwah, beautiful. And the more I see it, the more it pisses me off. But because you know, I I close it, right? So it is what it is. I'm a human, guys. I make mistakes. I still my patience sometimes I get I say like, okay, that's enough because I had already a good week to be honest, and I kind of feel like I didn't want it to lose this trade, even though I was risking just 0.50 today because it's Friday, it's NFP. I normally don't risk much when there are news. I don't like trading when there are news, but this type of entry models from ICT is really really nice, really beautiful. So I hope it makes sense, guys. I hope you can maybe learn from my mistake as well. And sometimes what I can say is patience. If the more patience you have, I mean, you can get a lot of rewards, better rewards if you're patient, right? You will definitely get more rewards. The more patient you are, more rewards you're gonna get. However, of course, you need to know how you need to know what you're doing, right? If you're a beginner, you say, "Oh, but I'm a beginner and I have a lot of patience. Can I make money?" Yes, you can, but you need to know, you need to learn first what to do, right? And then the patience. You add the patience to this, and then all right, right? So I hope it makes sense. So this was a trade I took today. Decided to close stupidly, but I did everything with the VIP. Some of them they stick to it. Some of them also get out. I did send this. I was sending all, while the price was actually moving, I was sending this to the free Telegram group right here, explaining everything pretty much. You see, I was expecting the price to pull back into the breaker and then taking off. And then from there, you see the price actually going into the breaker block. We're going into discount. Boom, boom, boom. Right here, I'm starting to show them what is happening. Look at that after the price pullback. It did exactly what I was pretty much writing down. And then I was crying, of course. Um, but look at it. Look at it. At the end of the day, price is smashing that freaking TP. Beautiful trade. I hope it makes sense. I hope you can learn from this, guys. You can visit my website if you like what I do, how I trade. You can visit my website right now, teamprofitsenglish.com. I do have a bundle which includes my course, mentorship, which is pretty much for life, lifetime mentorship. You have my SMC ebook, and of course, this group, right, which is the VIP. I do share all my entries. I don't want to call this a signal group because I don't want my students to be joining in just because of the signal group thing title in there, right? No, I want my students to learn what I'm doing, to pay attention to what I'm doing, hey, and then replicate it, right? And then at some point to just fly away, right? So I hope it makes sense, guys. I didn't want it to take much of your time. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Give it a big thumbs up. It motivates me to keep posting content for you guys more often. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.